Hi guys, so here I am. It's a Wednesday evening, and I thought what I'd do is I'll talk about what I use and also to show you an update on the Emperor. So this is the book that I like to use, and I use this as info for resource for images, how to make things and the way they look and the style. So let's just open it up and go through it. It's a well used book. Now, one of my favourite all-time images, and a lot of people remember it, is this one here, which is Horus versus the Emperor. And if I just sort of lower that down a bit, we can have a better look. And if you notice in this piece, the Emperor is wearing Terminator armour. Actually, let's raise the sticks. We need to see this in all its glory. And that's as far as I can go. I've already got little sticks here. Okay, so this, for me, when I was a kid, I remember seeing this and going, wow, this epitomised everything about the Horus Heresy for me. I mean, that is just an awesome picture. So I used this as part of my inspiration for creating the Emperor model, because I loved the fact he's in Terminator armour. And I love that power fist. I mean, I really wish I'd gone with this sort of power fist. But also, I then, if we just flick through, and everybody's going to recognise this image because it's the one that everybody tends to see as the Emperor. So I've used bits from this. So the eagle holding the shield. There's more regalia in this. There's more. It's more power armour than the first one, and plus you've got the cape and you've got the white fur with the black specks in it, the bits of red that are present within the whole of the piece of the armour. So this is another piece of great inspiration. So I've taken a bit from this and a bit from the other drawing, and if I just sort of turn some of these pages, plus it gives you original colour scheme for the Legio Astartes, and this one as well. This one's quite a prominent piece. Again, he's in power armour, and you can see all the great regalia and stuff like that. The Romanesque type tassels that hang down, double-headed eagle, the face on the knee pad, lots of silver trimming on the gold, which breaks it up, and green laurel leaves compared to the other one where the laurel leaves were all gold. So that just gives you a general idea. And then finally, one of my favourite artists, which is the John Blanche version of the Emperor, where he's got the big claws. I don't know if you see it there, that's better because there's a light dead on it. Let's just move that over a bit. There we go. So here he has like the claws, he's got the burning sword in one hand. Again, he's in power armour. The eagle rises up from the back of the neck but faces a different direction, which is kind of cool. Again, depicted with long hair, which is a cool image. I mean, I love John Blanche, absolutely brilliant. So that's what I tend to use, and I'll just get rid of this book when I'm looking for resource. That and the internet, because it's one of the best things. Right, so the Emperor. Now, I've listened to everybody's piece of input. I've read everybody's input. Let's just turn that there. And I'm just going to lower the stick, sorry to be a pain. I've read everything. My favourite one was the rock one. I've forgotten the guy's name, but you can always tell the heroic figure because the size of the rock that he's standing on. Bigger the rock, the bigger the hero, which I thought was brilliant. I listened to about the cape. I listened to about making it a more dynamic pose. I also took into account that yes, the other leg was bare. I was going to paint something onto it, but I thought, no, do you know what? I'll put a piece in there. The hard part for me was because there was so much great advice, so I played around with as much as I possibly could. But it all came down to the cloak and a different type of pose. So, without further ado, I think I will show you. Okay, now remember, this is for me. Okay, but I want you guys to see it, and it's been really great having your input. But I'm kind of happy with this, and I know a lot of you are going to say, no, you should have done this and done that with it. Yeah, that's true, but it's for me, and I'm the guy that's going to be playing it. And with the feedback you gave me, it made it better. Okay, you ready? Here it goes. And I've painted it. And you're gonna go, what? But let's just get that up. Okay. So, I kind of like this. I know you're going to sort of go, yeah, but look, do you know what? You could have made it better. You could have done this, done that. I could have done a lot of different things, but you've got to remember, like you, I only use bits that are laying around. I don't actually go out and buy parts. I try to do with what I have and jazz it up. I mean, if I want something desperately, yes, I'll go out and buy it. But for this was an exercise to see whether I could actually build this at home. So let's just bring this up a bit. And there you go. So somebody mentioned laurel leaves around the head. So I've done that. Somebody also mentioned about it being in Terminator armor. Well, I've gone for a bit of a mixture of the both. I've made it really quite ornate, but I've stuck on the back this. Now I'm going to show the back and see what you think. I know the cloak's not flowing. It's quite static, but I've moved the cape and flowed it so it's sort of folded over it. It's got a lot of gold and a lot of red. I've given him a backpack as well, a power pack. I've played around with two different versions of this sword. I had flames coming off it, which I didn't like, and you guys were right, it was in the wrong direction for the flames to be coming off. If I just bring that closer, I've played around with the whole sort of molten metal look, because at the end of the day it's a burning blade, and I kind of like that look. I've readjusted the fingers. Somebody said make them more spade, so I have. I shrunk the fingers down a bit as well and cut them down so they're more in proportion. That looks a lot better. You can see where I've taken reference from all those different images. The John Blanche hand style, the other artwork with the big eagle on the back, the Terminator armor mix. By putting a power pack, I mean it looks more like it looks more like marine armor now. You know, because it can have the big wide collars. That's fine. There's nothing saying it can't. Now I've kept the same head. I haven't added loads of hair to it. I've added a bit of hair, but not too much, because at the end of the day, I just thought that head kind of works. And the pose is a lot different. I've twisted the whole upper body round. I've leant it forward, so when you look at it, it's actually leaning forward now, because beforehand the guy that mentioned that it was too far back, I'm sorry if I've forgotten your name, you were correct, it was leaning too far back. I've actually positioned it higher up the rock as well, and so if we get a whole look at that, it's actually come out quite well. Now here's a question for you. Obviously I'm going to get thumbs down for this. I've noticed I'm getting a lot of thumbs down lately. It could be for my video camera work, it could be for my intro, I'm not too sure. I'd like to know, because it's kind of cool. What about a banner? Somebody mentioned a banner. Do you think you should have a banner? Let me know. I'm not going to be changing this model anymore, unfortunately, apart from maybe having a banner, maybe not, because I just haven't got the bits to do it. But for a first attempt, for something that I've got a field in my game against Don with his Horus model, or that's Mac to everybody else pretty much who knows him as Marnus Augustus Calcar, I think I've got a model here that I do. I hope it does justice. I've enjoyed building it. I've got to say, you made me think, you made me change a hell of a lot of pieces on it and reposition stuff. I must have done 2 swords at least, repainted them. I ripped bits off, redone stuff. I mean, I've even put a face on the knee, somebody mentioned that, and I've even put a bit of a lip to the armour on the knee as well. So yeah, I hope you guys like it. I think it'll go great with the custodians. So let me know, what do you think? A banner on the back? No banner on the back? Be interested to hear what you've got to say. Okay guys, you take care.